Good evening, guys. It's Tommy again at Northern Ear Reactions. How are you? I hope you're all staying safe and I hope you're all well. I have got something completely different for you this evening. We are going all the way back to 1959 and we are going to be listening to a Billie Holiday song, and the song is called Strange Fruit. This was recommended by one of the regular viewers on the channel, and the minute they mentioned jazz, I was like, why have I not already even done jazz up to now? Like, I grew up on jazz. I grew up listening to big band, Bobby Darin, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., all that kind of stuff. So why have I not already done this? So thank you very much for recommending this. I'm really, really glad that you have. I'm just going to jump straight into it. Billie Holiday and Strange Fruit. Let's go.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze.
Hang on. Why wasn't I expecting this? I wasn't prepared for a song like this. You should have warned me in the comment section that it was going to be like this. Right, okay. I need to give it extra attention. Let's go. Let me rewind it back to the beginning. Just before the lyrics start. Okay, so let's go.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees.
So she's saying that the black bodies are the strange fruit. She's saying that there's that many bodies swinging from the trees. It's that common that you could mistake it for fruit. So tell me, why was this happening? And what I mean by that is, were they swinging from the trees because they were committing suicide? Because of the things that was happening to them and the way that they were having to live? Or were they being killed by people like the KKK and things like that? Or is it a mixture of both? Okay.
Blood trees, pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun.
Hang on. I can't imagine what it must have been like for this to be that common that a song was written about it. You know, I can't imagine what it would be like for it to be almost the norm because it's that common. You know, I can't imagine going for a walk and just seeing people dead in trees. And it must have been common, otherwise this song wouldn't be here if it wasn't a common occurrence. Okay.
For the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here's a strange and bitter
Her voice, that last note was almost like she was in pain herself. Here is a strange and bitter crop. Wow. You know, and this is what jazz music is. You know, and it's frustrating really because when you mention, and I've just done it myself about 10 minutes ago, but when you mention jazz singers, everyone thinks Frank Sinatra, you know. Predominantly they think of white big band leaders. And really they were milking off the talent that these black musicians were bringing to the table. You know, if you look at big bands back in the day, the singer was almost certainly always white, and the artists that were in the actual musicians playing the instruments were almost 100% black. You know, and these sometimes 20, 30 piece big bands full of fantastic musicians, and it was the likes of one man, Frank Sinatra or Bobby Darin or whatever, getting all the credit for that music. This is real jazz. You know, jazz stemming from blues, where the whole point of blues was about black people singing about the events that were taking on in their the events that was going on in their life, and it was the only way that they could kind of express their emotion, because they weren't able to do it in any other way. You know, socially they weren't accepted. This is real jazz. And actually, I apologise for what I said at the start of the video. I grew up on jazz and then gave you really, really poor examples of jazz. And I should have known better, actually, because, you know, some of my favourite jazz musicians are black people. Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, and Wes Montgomery, and people like that. So I was foolish to actually come up and say Frank Sinatra and stuff, because really they were just commercialising it and milking it and skimming off the top. It was that common that people are writing songs about people swinging from trees and rotting in the sun. I'm so glad that you recommended this. I'm so glad, because, you know, it's this kind of music that I really, really love, because it makes you think. It makes you question how you're thinking. It makes you question how people thought when this song was written. You know, this song was this song was performed in 1959. I don't know actually how long the actual song was written. I know that a lot of these songs were maybe 30 or 40 years old, passed down through families and stuff. I'm not sure. Actually, let's see. Who wrote it? Who wrote Strange Fruit? Here we go. So it says here, it was written by a Jewish communist teacher called Abel Meeropol. His inspiration was he came across a 1930 photo that was a picture of the lynching of 2 black men in Indiana. The image haunted him for days and prompted him to put pen to paper. When Billie Holiday heard the lyrics, she was deeply moved by them, not only because she was a black American, but also because the song reminded her of her father, who died at 39 from a fatal lung disorder after being turned away from a hospital because he was black. This is real music. This is real music. The fact that people are still recommending a song that is 60 years old on YouTube indicates to you just how much of a masterpiece, just how much of a fantastic piece of music this song is. Wow. I'm going to be thinking about this song for a couple of days. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got to say. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Thank you very much for allowing me to listen to this song. I'm so glad that I have. Thank you very much for watching. That was Billie Holiday, Strange Fruit. I'm off to go and listen to it again. I'll see you soon.